What you're about to discover will shock you. That daily habit millions of men practice without question could be secretly destroying their testosterone levels. And the worst part? Most men have no idea it's happening until it's too late. The urological research I'm about to share reveals a disturbing connection between ejaculation frequency and hormonal decline that the medical establishment rarely discusses openly. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why your energy, muscle mass, and masculine vitality might be silently disappearing, and what you can do to reverse this damage before it becomes permanent. Right now, as you're watching this, your body is making a critical decision. Every time you ejaculate, whether through masturbation or intercourse, your body initiates a complex hormonal cascade that most men completely misunderstand. The conventional wisdom tells you that regular ejaculation is healthy, even beneficial, but the latest urological research paints a very different picture, one that could explain why so many men feel exhausted, unmotivated, and physically weaker than they should. Here's what actually happens inside your body during ejaculation. The moment climax occurs, your hypothalamus releases a surge of prolactin, the same hormone that makes new mothers feel drowsy after breastfeeding. This prolactin spike doesn't just make you tired, it actively suppresses your body's production of luteinizing hormone, which is the primary signal your testicles need to manufacture testosterone. But here's the terrifying part. If you're ejaculating daily, your prolactin levels never get a chance to return to baseline before the next spike occurs. This creates what urologists call a prolactin plateau, a chronically elevated state that keeps your testosterone production permanently suppressed. Think of it like trying to start a car while someone else keeps turning off the ignition. Your testicles want to produce testosterone, but the biochemical signals are constantly being interrupted. The research shows that prolactin levels remain elevated for up to 7 days after ejaculation in some men. 7 full days. If you're ejaculating daily, you're creating a continuous state of hormonal suppression that your body was never designed to handle. This explains why many men report feeling more energetic, more confident, and more physically powerful when they practice periods of abstinence. But prolactin is just the beginning of this hormonal disaster. Each ejaculation also depletes critical minerals that your body needs for testosterone synthesis. Zinc, selenium, and magnesium are all lost in significant quantities during ejaculation. These aren't just random minerals, they're the raw materials your testicles use to manufacture testosterone. It's like trying to build a house while someone keeps stealing your bricks. Zinc deficiency alone can reduce testosterone production by up to 40%. A single ejaculation can deplete your zinc stores by 15% or more. If you're ejaculating daily without proper mineral supplementation, you're creating a chronic deficiency state that makes normal testosterone production impossible. The selenium loss is even more concerning. Selenium is required for the proper functioning of an enzyme called glutathione peroxidase, which protects your testicles from oxidative damage. When selenium levels drop, your testosterone-producing Leydig cells become vulnerable to free radical damage. This isn't just temporary, it's cumulative damage that builds up over time. Now let's talk about what this means for your daily life. Low testosterone doesn't just affect your sex drive, it impacts every aspect of your physical and mental performance. Your muscle mass begins to decline, your energy levels plummet, your motivation disappears, and your ability to handle stress deteriorates. Many men notice they can't maintain muscle mass like they used to, even with regular exercise. Others report feeling mentally foggy, emotionally flat, or chronically fatigued. The cortisol connection makes this even worse. When testosterone levels drop, your body's ability to manage cortisol, the stress hormone, becomes compromised. This creates a vicious cycle where low testosterone leads to higher stress levels, which further suppresses testosterone production. Men caught in this cycle often feel like they're aging rapidly, losing their competitive edge, and struggling with motivation they once took for granted. But here's what the research reveals about recovery. When men practice controlled periods of abstinence, typically 7 to 14 days, testosterone levels don't just return to normal, they often spike significantly higher than baseline. One study showed testosterone increases of up to 45% after 7 days of abstinence. This isn't just theoretical, it's measurable, dramatic improvement that men can feel in their energy, strength, and mental clarity. The mechanism behind this recovery is fascinating. During abstinence, prolactin levels drop to their lowest point, removing the brake on your testosterone production. Simultaneously, your body begins to restore its mineral reserves, particularly zinc and selenium. Your Leydig cells, no longer constantly depleted, can focus on optimal testosterone synthesis instead of constantly trying to recover from the previous day's losses. Many men report that the first week of abstinence is the most challenging, but by day 7, they experience what can only be described as a testosterone surge. Energy levels soar, motivation returns, strength increases, become noticeable, and mental clarity improves dramatically. This isn't placebo effect, it's your endocrine system finally being allowed to function as it was designed. The frequency question is crucial here. The research suggests that ejaculation every 7 to 10 days may be optimal for maintaining peak testosterone levels while still enjoying sexual release. This gives your body enough time to fully recover hormonally and restore mineral levels between sessions. Some men find that extending this to 14 days produces even more dramatic benefits. Nutrition plays a critical role in this recovery process. If you're going to practice abstinence for testosterone optimization, you need to ensure adequate intake of zinc, selenium, and magnesium. Oysters, Brazil nuts, pumpkin seeds, and dark leafy greens should become dietary staples. Many men also benefit from targeted supplementation, particularly with zinc picolinate and selenium methionine, which are the most bioavailable forms. Sleep quality becomes even more important during recovery periods. Testosterone production occurs primarily during deep sleep, particularly during the first few hours of the night. Men practicing abstinence, who also optimize their sleep, often report the most dramatic improvements in energy and strength. The psychological aspect cannot be ignored either. Many men discover that abstinence periods increase their motivation, focus, and drive in all areas of life, not just sexually. This might be due to the testosterone increase, but it could also reflect a deeper psychological reset that occurs when you demonstrate self-control over powerful urges. However, it's important to understand that this isn't about permanent abstinence. Complete long-term abstinence can create its own problems, including prostate congestion and psychological stress. The goal is strategic, temporary abstinence periods that allow your hormonal system to reset and optimize. Some men worry about prostate health during abstinence periods. The research shows that short-term abstinence, 7 to 14 days, poses no risk to prostate health and may actually be beneficial. However, abstinence periods longer than 3 weeks should be approached cautiously and ideally under medical guidance. The timing of your abstinence periods can be strategically planned around important events, challenging workouts, or high-stress periods when you need peak physical and mental performance. Many athletes and high performers use this approach to optimize their energy and focus for competition or crucial business presentations. Now you understand the hidden connection between daily ejaculation and testosterone suppression. The prolactin elevation, mineral depletion, and hormonal disruption that occurs with frequent ejaculation creates a cascade of effects that can leave men feeling weak, tired, and unmotivated without understanding why. But you also now know the solution: strategic abstinence periods that allow your body to restore optimal hormone production and mineral levels. The choice is yours, but the science is clear. Your testosterone levels, energy, strength, and vitality depend on giving your body the recovery time it needs.